10 essential organization habits that will transform your living space forever. The most organized people in the world share one secret. They never let mess happen in the first place. While others spend entire weekends cleaning up chaos, they enjoy stress-free spaces that practically organize themselves. I'm Marcus from Seniors Cleaning Hacks, and in the next few minutes, I'll share the exact habits professional organizers use to keep their homes spotless without breaking a sweat. Welcome to Seniors Cleaning Hacks, where home organization is simple, practical, and achievable for everyone. If you're new here, we focus on strategies designed specifically for mature adults who want maximum results with minimal effort. Make sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell. These tips will change how you see your living space forever. And if you find even one habit helpful, give this video a thumbs up to help others discover these game-changing tips. Let me share something that might surprise you. The difference between organized people and everyone else isn't talent, money, or even time. It's simply knowing which habits create the biggest impact with the least effort. Professional organizers have spent years perfecting these methods, and most people have never heard them before. Habit number 1. Create smart storage zones instead of black holes. The biggest mistake people make is creating what I call storage black holes, those large, empty spaces where everything goes to disappear forever. When you have a big drawer, closet, or storage bin without dividers, items naturally get mixed together and become impossible to find. Smart organizers think differently. They break every storage space into smaller, specific zones. Inside a large dresser drawer, they use small containers to separate socks from underwear from belts. In a kitchen cabinet, they use bins to keep baking supplies separate from everyday dishes. In a bedroom armoire, they create distinct areas for different types of linens. The magic happens because your brain can process organized zones much faster than chaotic piles. When everything has its designated spot, you can find what you need in seconds instead of minutes. This simple change reduces daily frustration and saves enormous amounts of time over weeks and months. Start with just one problem area in your home. Get some inexpensive containers, even old shoeboxes work perfectly, and divide that space into logical sections. You'll be amazed at how much easier it becomes to keep things tidy when everything has a specific home. Habit number 2. Master the art of saying no to overflow. Here's a truth that organized people understand completely. When storage spaces overflow, the answer isn't to find more storage, it's to own fewer things. When the toy chest can't close, when clothes are falling off hangers, when the garage has narrow pathways between stacks of boxes, you've crossed the line from organized to overwhelmed. Professional organizers follow what they call the container rule. If it doesn't fit comfortably in its designated space, it doesn't belong in your home. This might sound harsh, but it's incredibly freeing. Instead of constantly managing overflow, you maintain a collection of items that fits your actual living space. This doesn't mean living like a monk. It means being selective about what deserves space in your home. That beautiful sweater you haven't worn in 2 years? The kitchen gadget that seemed essential but sits unused? The books you'll probably never read again? These items are preventing you from easily maintaining the things you actually use and love. Practice this habit by checking one storage area each week. If it's packed so tightly that you struggle to remove or replace items, it's time to make some choices. Keep what you use regularly and truly enjoy. Everything else can find new life with someone who will actually appreciate it. Habit number 3. Use reward systems to build organizing momentum. The most successful people at maintaining organized homes understand human psychology. They know that immediate rewards create lasting habits.
When you finish organizing a space, your brain releases satisfaction chemicals, but consciously adding external rewards makes the experience even more memorable and motivating. Set up reward milestones before you start any organizing project. After cleaning out one closet, enjoy a favorite snack or watch an episode of your preferred show. After organizing the entire bedroom, treat yourself to something special, maybe a nice dinner, a small purchase you've been considering, or a relaxing activity you enjoy. The key is matching the reward to the effort invested. Small organizing tasks earn small treats. Major projects deserve bigger celebrations. This creates positive associations with organizing activities instead of seeing them as pure drudgery. Document your progress with photos. The before and after comparison provides its own satisfaction, and sharing these wins with friends or family members amplifies the positive feelings. Social media can become a source of encouragement rather than comparison when you're sharing genuine accomplishments. Remember, the goal isn't just to organize once, it's to build habits that keep your space organized permanently. Rewards help your brain want to repeat these behaviors instead of avoiding them.
Habit number 4. Create seamless action chains. Professional organizers think in terms of connected actions rather than isolated tasks. They build what efficiency experts call behavioral hooks, simple connections that make good habits flow naturally from one action to the next. While washing dishes, they automatically wipe down counters. While putting away laundry, they quickly assess what needs to go to the donation bag. While getting dressed, they immediately hang up or properly fold the clothes they're not wearing. These connected actions prevent small messes from becoming big problems. The beauty of this approach is that it requires no extra time, just slightly different timing and awareness. Instead of leaving tasks for later, when you might forget or lose motivation, you complete them while the relevant items are already in your hands, and your attention is focused on that area. Start building your own action chains by identifying natural connection points in your daily routine. When you finish your morning coffee, use those extra few seconds to quickly tidy the kitchen counter. When you walk through a room, notice if anything obviously doesn't belong there and return it to its proper place. These micro-habits compound over time into dramatically cleaner, more organized living spaces without feeling like additional work.
Habit number 5, practice immediate decision-making. One of the most powerful habits of organized people is making placement decisions in the moment, rather than creating deal-with-later piles. When they finish using something, they immediately return it to its designated location, instead of setting it down temporarily. This habit prevents the accumulation of what organizers call decision debt, all those items waiting around for you to figure out where they belong. Decision debt creates visual clutter, makes spaces feel chaotic, and eventually forces you to spend large blocks of time sorting through accumulated items. The 30-second rule works perfectly here. If putting something away properly takes less than 30 seconds, do it immediately. This includes hanging up coats, filing important papers, returning tools to their storage spots, and putting dishes directly into the dishwasher instead of on the counter. This habit feels awkward at first, because most people are conditioned to delay these small tasks. But once you experience the peace of mind that comes from walking through a home where everything is in its place, you'll never want to return to the old way. Start practicing this with just one category of items, maybe books, kitchen utensils, or personal care products. Notice how much mental energy you save when you're not constantly making mental notes about things you need to put away later.
Habit number 6. Maintain a constant donation flow. Organized people never let unwanted items accumulate in their homes. They maintain what professional organizers call a donation pipeline, a system for continuously removing items they no longer need or want. Keep a designated container in your car trunk or by your exit door specifically for donation items. This makes it effortless to add things as you discover them during your normal activities. When you're getting dressed and notice clothes that no longer fit or suit your lifestyle, they go directly into the donation container. When you're cooking and realize you have duplicate kitchen tools, the extras find their way to the same place. The key is making the donation process as easy as keeping unwanted items. When the container fills up, you have a clear signal that it's time to make a donation run. Many charitable organizations now offer convenient pickup services or drop-off locations that make this process simple. Some organizers use seasonal reviews, where they systematically go through different categories of belongings. Others prefer the continuous approach, where items are evaluated and removed as needed. Choose the method that fits your personality and schedule, but maintain consistent momentum in moving unused items out of your living space. This habit prevents the gradual accumulation of clutter that overwhelms so many homes over time.
Habit number 7. Maximize vertical storage solutions. Professional organizers understand that floor space is premium real estate, but wall space is often underutilized. They install hooks, hanging organizers, and wall-mounted storage systems that keep items accessible while maintaining clear floor areas. In entryways, hooks hold coats, bags, and frequently used items at eye level where they're easy to grab and return. In kitchens, magnetic strips hold knives safely on walls, and hanging racks keep cooking utensils within reach but off counters. In bathrooms, over-the-door organizers create storage for towels and toiletries without requiring floor or counter space. The psychology of vertical storage is powerful. When items hang neatly on walls, spaces look intentionally organized rather than accidentally tidy. Visitors immediately recognize that someone takes care of their living environment. Look around your home for unused wall space that could serve storage functions. The backs of doors, the sides of cabinets, the walls beside desks or workstations. These areas can hold frequently used items without creating visual clutter. Quality hooks and hanging systems are inexpensive investments that pay dividends in organization and visual appeal for years.
Habit number 8. Customize storage to match your items. Most people try to make their belongings fit whatever storage they happen to have. Organized people do the opposite. They adjust their storage systems to perfectly accommodate their actual possessions. Adjustable shelving in closets, bookcases, and pantries allows you to create the exact spacing your items need. Instead of wasting space above short items or cramming tall items into inadequate spaces, you can optimize every inch of storage capacity. This applies to drawer dividers, shelf heights in refrigerators, and even the arrangement of furniture. When storage systems match the dimensions and quantities of your belongings, everything fits properly and looks intentionally placed. Take inventory of your most challenging storage areas and measure both the spaces and the items you need to store. Often, simple adjustments to shelf heights or the addition of appropriate dividers can transform frustrating storage into perfectly functional organization. The goal is creating storage that works with your lifestyle instead of against it.
Habit number 9. Think like a store manager. Retail stores organize products by function rather than arbitrary categories, and this same principle works beautifully in homes. Instead of storing all kitchen items together, regardless of when you use them, create functional zones based on your actual cooking patterns. Breakfast items live together in one area: cereals, coffee supplies, toasters, and morning dishes. Cleaning supplies stay grouped near where they're most often used. The same logic applies throughout your home. Create a going-out station near your exit door with keys, wallet, sunglasses, and frequently worn accessories. Set up a movie night area with remotes, favorite snacks, and comfortable blankets. This zonal thinking reduces the time and mental energy required for routine activities because everything you need for specific tasks stays together. You're not hunting through multiple locations to gather supplies. They're already organized around how you actually live. Observe your daily and weekly routines, then organize your belongings to support those natural patterns.
Habit number 10. Practice emotional detachment from unused items.
The final habit that separates truly organized people from everyone else is their ability to make practical decisions about possessions without getting trapped by sentimental attachments or what-if scenarios. They understand that keeping items just in case often means never actually using those items while they take up valuable space and mental energy. They recognize that holding on to gifts they don't enjoy doesn't honor the giver. Using their living space for things they actually love does. This doesn't mean becoming heartless about meaningful possessions. It means becoming selective about which items truly deserve space in your current life. The goal is surrounding yourself with belongings that serve your present needs and bring you genuine satisfaction. Practice this by asking honest questions about questionable items. When did I last use this? Do I have something else that serves the same purpose better? Would I choose to bring this into my home today if I didn't already own it? If someone else could enjoy this more than I do, isn't that a better outcome than letting it gather dust in my closet? The reward for this emotional discipline is living in spaces that truly reflect your current priorities and lifestyle, rather than being museums of past interests and hypothetical futures.
These 10 habits work because they address the root causes of disorganization, rather than just treating the symptoms. When you implement them consistently, maintaining an organized home becomes automatic instead of exhausting. Start with just one habit that resonates most strongly with you. Perfect that approach before adding another. Remember, the goal isn't perfection. It's progress toward living spaces that support your best life. Which of these habits do you think will make the biggest difference in your home? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one and often reply with additional tips specific to your situation. If this video helped you see organization in a new way, please share it with someone who might benefit from these strategies. And don't forget to subscribe to Seniors Cleaning Hacks for more practical tips that make home management easier and more enjoyable. Your organized, peaceful home is waiting. These habits are your roadmap to get there.